Hey, I just wanted to talk about something that happened yesterday that kind of made me think maybe there are good people in this world. Um, so yesterday I wound up listening to a few Demi Lovato songs on YouTube, and like I kept listening to "For the Love of a Daughter," and actually wound up putting part of the lyrics as my Facebook status. And my brother made a comment, something along the lines of like, "See, I knew you'd like that song, like I told you." And I was like, okay, you know what, like, since you have a copy of the CD, you want to give it to me? Without actually saying that, because, you know, like, that'd be kind of illegal. Not necessarily supposed to share music. So I was like, I'm like, you want to give me a copy of the CD? You know, you want to? I'm like, please, Hanukkah's coming up, and like for 4 years cut free. Like, please, 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 please. And he didn't, and unbeknownst to me, my uncle, and I should preface this by saying that although he is related to me by blood, I could probably count the number of times that I've actually seen him in person, or like actually been around him, on one hand, and most of them were actually when I was little, and I don't really remember it. Like, the last time I saw him in person was like June of 2006, when my paternal grandmother died, when she was in the hospital and she was dying. Before then, I don't even remember the last time I saw him. But, so, like, I'm not really close to him, but he is on my friends list on Facebook, along with his wife and two of their daughters. And he actually took it upon himself, without me asking, and without, like, me saying, like, hey, will you do this for me, to send me a digital copy of it through Amazon. And I was just like I sent him a response saying, like, you know, you really didn't need to do that, like, that wasn't necessary, but I really do appreciate it, like. And he's like, yeah, no, I didn't need to do it, but I just wanted to let you know that that we weren't raised to think that that was acceptable, or to do that. Like, what I mean by that is to be abusive and be neglectful and just pretty much be an asshole, like my, for lack of a better term, father was. Or, well, he's still alive, so he still is, but I don't really have contact with him. And I just, like, to me, it's amazing that he was like, you know what, like, she didn't even ask for it, I'm gonna do that, like, to kind of, like, show that I care, and to show that, like, I don't know, kind of, like, just to not necessarily apologize, because it isn't his fault, but to, like, I guess, kind of, for lack of a better word, apologize for what his brother did, for, like, my whole life, pretty much. And the really weird thing, not necessarily a really weird thing, but the kind of weird thing is that growing up, for lack of a better term, father, let's just refer to him as David, because that's his name, and that's what I usually refer to him as, that David would try to fill our heads with so much bullshit about different things. Like, at one point, he was trying to say that my maternal grandmother was trying to, like, turn my siblings and I against his side of the family. And it's like, no, you do that on your own. Like, your actions speak louder than that. Like, I honestly, and the thing is too, is I honestly don't even remember them ever saying anything like that. Like, my grandma or anyone ever saying anything like that. And, like, my grandma, she doesn't like to talk bad about people, even if they deserve it. So, and, like, there have been times where she's like, she wants to say something bad, especially, like, about David, and she's like, no, I shouldn't go there, kind of a thing. Like, she doesn't curse, and she gets mad at me for cursing, so I'm just, like in her presence, so I don't remember, but I don't believe that she would have said that. But I digress. David would say like a bunch of things, bunch of negative things about his brother, and say like that he was evil, and I can't remember specifics, but it's pretty much he didn't like his brother, and I believe at one point he actually said that because he didn't like how his brother turned out, I don't know what exactly he meant by that, but whatever, that's why he decided to use corporal punishment on us, because they weren't raised with that, because supposedly my paternal grandmother grew up in an abusive household, so she didn't want that to happen to her kids. But David felt like if corporal punishment had been used, then his brother wouldn't have turned out to be evil or whatever. But the point of that is that it's just like he's calling his brother evil, yet all the shit that he's done, no. Like, I haven't had all that much interaction with my uncle, but it's been positive. Like, yeah, he is religious, but it's not to the point where he's like trying to shove it down my throat or like make me believe what he believes. It's like he believes what he believes, and he doesn't try to push it on me, kind of a thing, like, which I appreciate. And also last year I posted on Facebook that like I wanted to buy something from Target Lebanon Arms when they were doing the free shipping thing in December, or around December, because I wanted to get something for 3 years cut free. And I was just like, well, I'm like, I don't want my mom to freak out or get mad at me, because at that point in time, and I still actually do owe her money, I owed her money, and I didn't want her to be like, well, why are you buying yourself stuff if you owe me money, kind of a thing. Like, she didn't get mad at me about that, but I was worried about that. And he actually offered to buy it for me. And I was just like I wanted to buy a t-shirt and a wristband from them. And I was just like I was really touched, but I was, at the same time, it's like, I'm like, I can't accept that, because it's too generous. Like, I barely know you. Like, yes, we are related by blood, but it's not like we have a relationship. So I actually turned that down. But then yesterday he sent me the digital copy of Unbroken without me asking, and I was just like kind of speechless. Like, I didn't know how to respond at first. I was just like, I'm just like, seriously, dude, you did not need to do that at all. But I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling on. My point of this is supposed to be that even though life seems like crap sometimes, there are good things in it, and even things that you wouldn't expect can surprise you and make an impact on your day. Alright, I'm gonna stop now. Alright, take care and stay strong, everyone.